I want to clear up a little bit of confusion that I sense about meiosis. So first of all, I have a cell here, and if we look at that cell, I want us to count chromosomes. So we have 1 chromosome, 2 chromosome, 3 chromosome, 4 chromosomes. And as a reminder, each of these chromosomes is made up of 2 chromatids. So here's a chromatid, here's a chromatid. Those are 2 sister chromatids. They're identical. So this whole thing, because the sister chromatids are attached with a centromere, this is 1 chromosome. It's as if you were carrying 2 copies of the exact same world history book. You only have the information for 1 book, so it's 1 chromosome. I also want to point out that I have 2 pairs of homologous chromosomes. So this chromosome is a straight chromosome. I have another straight chromosome that's blue. The red one will say came from my mom. The blue one came from my dad, but they carry the same genes. Likewise, I have a red squiggly chromosome that came from my mom and a blue squiggly chromosome that came from my dad. They carry the same genes. They're homologous. They're not identical because my mom and dad aren't identical, but they carry the same genes. What happens during the first part of meiosis is that these chromosomes are actually going to line up here, and then, and just to make this more interesting, I'll switch these around. This is actually random. But these chromosomes pair up with their homologs, and then the homologous chromosomes split up. So in meiosis 1, homologous chromosomes split up and go to opposite ends of the cell. At the end of meiosis 1, we then basically have 2 cells, each with 2 chromosomes. So the number of chromosomes split in half. We actually went from having a diploid cell with pairs of homologous chromosomes to now having 2 haploid cells. During the second part of meiosis, we're going to see a process that looks very similar to mitosis. So now those sister chromatids are going to actually be split apart. So those sister chromatids now start splitting up and moving to opposite sides of those 2 cells. So we end up with 4 unique daughter cells. Each of those daughter cells has 2 chromosomes, 1 of each kind. So each cell has 1 full set of chromosomes. They are, of course, haploid because they no longer have homologous pairs.